Am I the a-hole for kicking out my sister over a guy? My sister, 19 years old, moved in with me, 30, and my boyfriend, 30, over a year ago. She didn't like the rules her stepmom made, which was that no one was allowed to come over at all, and she didn't get along with her. Please note, I have a very reactive dog. He has neurological issues, CDB. As a dog, he has a really hard time remembering people and has intense stranger danger. It took a month for him to get comfortable around her when she moved in. So this is also a main factor here. I, myself, don't have friends over due to my dog. She brings over many people many times a day, and when she does, she puts our dog away to let the people in. The issue is, our dog thinks she's punishing him when she puts him away, and he gets incredibly uncomfortable and submissive. She has so many people over that the moment she walks through the door, she's putting him away. So now when she comes home, he cowers and sometimes even pees himself. She started dating a guy a couple of weeks ago, and he's homeless. I warned her in the beginning that I don't have the capacity to take on another teenager. I'm sorry he's homeless, but it won't be used as an excuse to have him over whenever she wants. And she already doesn't pay to live here. I pay extra for expenses to cover her, but she has a job and is capable. When she moved in with us, she told us it would only be until June. When June came around, she told us she changed her mind and was staying. My BF was annoyed, as there was no communication at all. We pay out of pocket for her to live with us, and we agreed that after summer vacation, she'd be paying her share of expenses to live here, like her part of electricity and water. Only $200. Not even the full amount. This is giving her a break, understanding she needs to save to get her own place. This was way before she met this guy she's dating now. She had not paid a single penny to us. It was supposed to start this September, so she could enjoy her summer. Anyways, she came to my BF and me a couple of weeks ago and told us she could sense she has too many people over and that the dog was getting uncomfortable. So she asked us to tell her how often they could come. We agreed only the weekends for now, but every weekend is okay, just to give our dog some time to cool off during the week. Then I went away on a house sit for work, and my BF contacted me from home. He told me that my sister was having her BF sleep over past our agreed schedule, with no communication. He even slept over Monday night too. And when my BF got up to use the shower Tuesday morning, her BF was in it, washing his clothes in our washer, and it made my BF late for work. I stressed to my sister that it was overstepping, and now she can only have people over one weekend a month until we cool off and come back to a different agreement. Again, not forever, but she needs to know that when rules are established, she needs to follow them. There are literally no other rules here. She gets to do whatever she wants. She agreed with me. Now, she got her BF his first job ever with her and has volunteered to drive an hour out of her way to bring him to work from his friend's house that he's residing in at the moment. She just met him, and it's not my place to judge. But in the back of my mind, I could see her using this as an excuse for him to stay with us, and it's not happening. I don't know this person. She's known him for just a few months, and our space is very small. And again, our dog is a huge factor in this. My BF and I went away on vacation for the weekend, and she had a bunch of people over. Which is fine, I told her she could. I stressed that when we came back from vacation, just give us some time to cool off before she starts asking for people to come over again, since I could sense it was going to happen. They partied, of course. Had like 8 teenagers in my very small apartment all weekend, but they cleaned up afterwards, and I was appreciative. Then the day we came back, she asked if her BF could come in, and I said fine. And then she asked again, the next day. Again, I said fine, but was a bit annoyed. And then the next day, she just brought him over without asking, just texted me when I was sleeping that he was going to be here, and that she decided to pick him up for work a couple of hours before his shift. Our dog was really stressed out when I woke up. And then, on the 4th day after we came back from vacation, she came in the house and asked if her BF could come in and hang out while she showered, completely dismissing the fact that this is really stressing the dog out. Like when she came in to ask, he cowered at her. My BF said, "I don't care," and I hesitated but then told her no, mind you, for the first time. She exploded. She went outside and texted me that she's now not paying rent in September unless her BF can come over occasionally. Which, in her mind, means every day, since I guess the 6 days, including the whole weekend he got to live here while I was away on vacation, in a row wasn't occasional enough. She absolutely went off on me, telling me I pick my BF over her. He's lived here for 3 years and we run a business together, and that I'm a shit sister, and this is her house. She said I knew her before my BF, and she can have anyone over whenever she wants. She started dragging my BF through the mud, which he's never done anything wrong to her. He's always very nice and respectful to her. He just set boundaries for our dog one time and is very polite and respectful. Even when she crosses the line, he holds his breath and allows me to deal with it. Having people in and out of the house every day was too much for our dog at the time. She expressed that she needs to be with her BF all the time because he's homeless. Even though he has a home with his dad, he just doesn't want to be there. I told her that no one told you to volunteer your life to this homeless person, and she told me I crossed the line and can't say stuff like that. She texted me an hour later and told me she was sorry for blowing up, but she still stands by everything she says, and she'll have to put up with my shit rules to stay here. She said she wanted to talk about it, but now doesn't want to have any discussion about what just happened. She's taking a few days to cool off. She went to stay with her dad at a campground. Now, there is no back home for her. Her father just sold his house and is living in a campground right now, trying to find a place to live. She has her grandmother, whose house is full, but they have a bed for her in an area that's curtained off. So she's not homeless, just roomless. Then I asked various friends and family for advice, and they told me to kick her out. I slept on it. Then I told her we are past this whole cooling down, and I don't even want her money anymore. I just want her out of the house. Am I the a-hole? I know she's my sister, and I feel extremely guilty. I've been crying about it for days, but I'm not going to be disrespected like that. She also expects me to throw my relationship away so I can support her and her poor choices and allow her BF to come over. And that really hurt my BF's feelings, as he sees her as his sister and really cares about her, and she looks at him like dirt. So, he's not comfortable with her living here either. She also harps that I'm not being a sister but refuses to spend time with me anyways. I'm the only one that puts effort in, and she's always with her friends and too busy to hang out. We even have another sister, 7 years old, that I visit every month, and she refuses to come with me. She'd rather sleep in or go hang out with her friends. Side note, we are all half-sisters with the same mom, but our mom is not in our lives. So I've been a mother figure for a majority of both of their lives. She's saying I'm wrong for making her homeless, but I reminded her this is due to her poor decisions.